Going on, everybody? This is Extra Gravy. You can call me Diarrhea because I run shit. Call me Swiffer, the Sweeper, because I stay dusting that ass. As I do here. Pretty decent game. Team Deathmatch, 40-some kills. Funny story there. Xbox sent me a nice message because you got so many people laying in corners. Head glitching windows, laying on the ground, just sitting everywhere. It's abysmal, honestly. That was my biggest concern of going from like the XO movement to back to standard Call of Duty with no double jumping is everybody was so reliant on the XO movement, which a lot of people hated. But now all them people seem to be reverting back to hiding and head glitching and doing that kind of stuff, and that's frustrating. I mean, it's just them catering again to people who just don't move. And I say it every year. There's so many things in the game that just cater to people who don't move. Um, Including the maps. The maps, every map has head glitching spots, like terrible head glitching spots. This map, like to the left of me, behind me, that side of the map hardly gets used. Hardly gets used, especially in domination. You can't even see any of the flags. So it's like, what's the point of going over there? And then, the ledges in the middle of the map, you can pretty much see all the way across. So if you're trying to get through a choke point or a flank, I mean, it's not impossible, but it's, if you have somebody who's fucking has half a brain, it's not easy to be, it's not hard to get spotted and killed before you can get your flank off. So the maps are pretty bad. The snow map isn't bad. I like the snow map. Snow map's good. And the map with the trenches is, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about. But this map and the city map is just fucking like a 3-year-old goat could do a better job at making a map. Like it's just they're trying too hard to mimic what what Treyarch does with their 3-lane maps. And so did Infinite Warfare. They make 3-lane maps and just like, okay, it's 3-lane, it's got to be good. No, it's not good. This map is fucking terrible, even though it's a 3-lane map, like Treyarch usually makes. This map sucks. So the maps are fucking terrible. I know it's just 4 maps from the beta, but not impressed with the maps. It runs smooth. It's like Call of Duty. It's not clunky like I feel like Battlefield is. So that's a plus there. But that's to be expected because it's on the same engine and everything, and it's Call of Duty. So I expected that. Hit detection seems okay for now. I mean, there have been some moments where I feel like, well, what the fuck did this guy just eat 1,000 of my bullets? But for the most part, I feel like the hit detection has been okay. I still do feel like I'm getting like shot around corners, which I guess, who knows how that can be fixed or if it'll ever be fixed. That should always happen. So I still feel like that, or getting shot before I even see people come around the corner. That's pretty frustrating. The kill streaks are very underwhelming. You can get an 850 score kill streak, like the artillery barrage, I think is what it's called. I've gotten it 20, 30 times, and there's been several times where I haven't gotten a single kill with it. So it's like, what the fuck? It's pretty annoying. I imagine it would be better for like domination, where you're protecting a point, for like strategy-wise, but it's not going to get you a lot of kills. The most consistent kill streak that I've used is the glide bomb. I've pretty much gotten I average 1 kill for every one. So every time I use it, I get at least a kill with it. I feel like as far as efficiency, that's going to be the best kill streak because it's at least going to get you a kill every time, and it's not very expensive as a kill streak. I wish they would have counter UAV in the game since there's like no ghost. For me, I like to flank behind enemy lines, undetected obviously with a suppressor, and there's no ghost and there's no counter UAV, so it's like anybody who's camping, it works both ways. Ghost does. It's used for campers, but it's also used for people who like to flank and go get behind you stealthy, I guess, and do work from behind, which is typically what I do. So I wish they had counter UAV in the game, which they don't. I don't mind that there's not a ton of kill streaks, but they need to be good and they need to be purposeful. Like I feel like they all kind of do the same thing. I feel like I said, the game caters to campers. There's just so many head glitching spots, and people don't move. And part of the reason why the maps and stuff are fucking bad is just because people are completely fine with just sitting there and not doing anything, and it's pretty fucking annoying. The variety, I think, like with the divisions, I think it was a good idea how they did the divisions. But that being said, when you use like a submachine gun in the like rifle category, I don't know what it's called. Like obviously you're not going to get the rifle bayonet, obviously. But it says get 3 attachments on your primary weapon, and you can't get the 3 attachments unless you have a rifle, which to me is just stupid. I mean, it kills the variety in the game. Like if I want 3 attachments on my primary, why can't I? Even if I'm using a submachine gun. Obviously, you're not going to get the bayonet, but it makes the game more one-dimensional. Makes it less of a variety, and that's what keeps me coming back to these type of games is variety. Different weapons, different guns, different class setups, different perk setups, and things like that. And you take away from that, it's just going to kill the longevity of the game, in my opinion. Like look, I see this guy on the radar, and like, what the fuck? Why is he? Dude, he's. Oh my goodness, this is brutal. I should have killed him, but it is what it is. Why the fuck's he back there? What else? Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not the best Call of Duty. Not even close. Um, I don't think so at all. I mean, any Call of Duty with variety. Modern Warfare 3, how many guns did they have? Black Ops 2, 3, how many guns did they have? So many different guns to use. Um, you know, the variety is what keeps me interested. The variety to be able to use a bunch of different things. I just feel like in this game, there's not those moments where like, oh man, that was sick or that was awesome. Look what just happened. I feel like there's not that many moments in this game. It's just, it kind of feels like bare bones to me. Bare bones when it was back in that Modern Warfare 3, or that's what it feels like to me. It just feels like just plain, which is good. A lot of people say Call of Duty 4 is the best Call of Duty, and it was very plain. That's true. It was plain, and it was a good Call of Duty. But I feel like, you have to keep like going forward. You can't just go back to being very plain because people want more. People, it's not going to keep people around if it's too plain, and that's how I feel like this is going to be. But the guns, I've only used the 4 SMGs. I know people were saying the PSH and the Waffle were the only viable SMGs, and the STG was the only other viable weapon. I'm not really sold on that comment. I think all the SMGs are good. This is the Type 100, extended mags and grip. Now, this is probably my favorite gun. It's good at a long range, has pretty stable recoil. I haven't used anything else. I have used the Winchester, I'm sorry, one game. Seemed pretty shit. Shocker that the shotguns are bad, right? Like always. But, definitely not the best Call of Duty in my opinion yet so far. Definitely not the worst, but I'd say it's more towards the bottom. I don't think it's anywhere near the top, to be honest, and that's just my opinion. It is what it is. It just feels, it just feels It doesn't feel very rewarding to play, in my opinion. But I hope y'all liked this video. If you did, click the thumbs down button. If you did, you know what to do.